Hello everyone, it's your boy once again at the Center Ascension. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm about to jump into general me reading for the collective. Keep in mind it's gonna be a timeless reading. We'll call on spirit to give us the guidance, much needed messages for us in the moment right now. See what spirit has for the collective. Oh, almost forgot to shuffle. You know, the spirit's gonna speak to what needs to be spoken about anyway. Spirit has a way of doing that. I love that. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does, leave what does not. All right, we got temperance at the bottom. So let's see what's going on. I noticed the energy's been pretty chaotic, you know, last couple of days or whatnot. So let's see what spirit has for the collective. The energy for the collective. Spirit, skies and ancestors, give us energy for the collective. Knight of Cups. Alright, so that's you at the Knight of Cups. So what's crossing? Six of Swords. Alright, so what I'm catching right now, this Knight of Cups energy with the Six of Swords on the bottom, that you're moving on. You're commanding control over your emotions, you know. Yes, and you're moving on. You're receiving the balance, cutting out whatever was holding you back, if it was emotionally, mentally, or whatnot, and you're moving on. You know, yes, Two of Pentacles at the bottom, and look, and Two of Pentacles on this deck. You're prioritizing something which believe is prioritizing what's gonna bring you most fulfillment and more peace in the situation. All right, so what's at the bottom? What's under the collective? Where are they coming from? They're coming from, yeah. So you build up the structure. You've done the energy work or whatnot. Yes, with the Queen of Wands, you receive the you receive the guidance, receive the action needed by building up this structure to get into this Knight of Cups state of command and control. You realize and discover that you are in charge of your emotions. You know, people could do things or things could happen around you, but the only way it bothers you is if you allow it to. You know? So what's behind the collective? What's behind the collective? What's behind the collective? What's behind it? Oh, all right. I see this trying to come out. Five of Cups. Yep, that's behind you now. That depressed state, being despondent or whatnot, the low vibrational energy. Yeah, that's behind you now. And the one that tried to pop out was the Nine of Swords. You know, but it didn't come all the way out. So that's where you coming out of. That's something this is the sword that was. I mean, this is the card that was the main energy of my last reading. Yeah, so look at the Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom. So yes, you turn over a new leaf now. It's behind you now. So what is crowning the collective? What's the energy crowning the collective? All right, well, I got two that flipped out here, which is the Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups. So I'm put both those right there. Queen of Cups and the Eight of Cups. That's amazing because the Eight of Cups was reversed in the last reading. Now the Eight of Cups is upright right here. Right, that's telling me to put both of these cards right here, and both these cards are going to come before. So what is crowning you is you learn or discover the way to command take command of your emotions, and you Eight of Cups walking away from whatever was causing you to, the darkness of your heart or whatnot. And notice on this one how the moon is nice and bright. That's what you're heading towards, is that bright energy. Thus the Queen of Cups, receiving that emotional state, you know. So what's coming before the Collector, since these came out? The Fool, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, with the King of Wands at the bottom. You are regally commanded, you know, taking control and putting forth the new actions. Remember, that's the you done found your structure, whatever it was. And whenever you're taking your leaps toward Fool energy, you know, what's the thing about a fool? The fool is not bothered. You know, it's not bothered by what other people say or do, or what, you know, what people have to say about what's going on in your life or whatnot. This is what you come into the state of, you know, being secure within yourself. And as you're doing that, Ten of Pentacles, you bringing in, you notice how the Ten of Pentacles is shaped like the Kabbalah tree of life. The Kabbalah tree of life is the it's like the blueprint of creation. It's all of the energies. So as you take command, continue to take command of your emotions and walk away from from whatever is not, you know, that's the Six, or cutting out whatever is bringing that depressed like state, or keeping you despondent or stuck. And whenever you walk away from that into whatever you're perceived to be light is, and you jump as a fool wholeheartedly, no holds barred, you jump straight into the fray. What happened is you're commanding the universe. Look at the world right there. You're commanding the world, the universe, to line up with your desires, to provide for the things you need. And it's something that's tangible coming in, you know. So whenever if it was like, if it was a person or a relationship or something like that, which caused like this emotional state which you're coming out of, what you're heading towards is something that's going to be tangible and real. If it's a business opportunity or something like, you know, if you're like having troubles with your jobs or whatnot, you know, and this is what was causing you, what you do, you're about to walk into your abundance. If you sit, or if you whatever you've been planning for, whatnot, remember the King of Wands was at the bottom of the deck, you know. So that's you creating. That's you taking charge, taking command. And as you're doing it, that, yes, this is what's before you, you know, is pure success in your endeavors. All right, so how does the collective perceive the conditions to be? Five of Wands, yes, you're creating. All right, you know, in the Five of Wands, you know, keep in mind, usually the fives are like a low vibrational energy or whatnot. But right here, that's where you're coming out of, because you see on this one, there's Five Wands, and if you look at it, it's reminiscent. If you look at the tops of all the wands and whatnot, it reminds me of a pentacle, you know, and thus you know, the pentacle is all the elements, and it's taking charge and taking command, thus the wand energy, you know, taking charge of all the elements and projecting your will so that you can walk into this, your Ten of Pentacles. Yes, so I see you creating. So even you perceiving your situation to be that, you know. And yes, with Four of Pentacles on the bottom, you're holding on to the things which are gonna, you know, bring you joy, bring you emotional fulfillment, bring you satisfaction. You know, so how do others perceive the situation of the collective? The Emperor, yes, yes. You're taking charge. You're commanding the universe to bow to your will, and even other people are able to see it. You know, yes, with the Knight of Wands on the bottom, that's jumping in the fray into your creation. You know, definitely. So, what's the action advice for the collective? I got the Two of Cups reversed. So your action advice is what I'm catching is to not be satisfied just where you're at, but to keep on, you know, Five of Wands, projecting your will, projecting your energy, doing you already built up your structure. Hierophant, you done built up your structure, and you're walking towards it. Don't you get satisfied in a state that'll keep you stagnant. You got the magician on the bottom. Energy of the magician, continue to affect your will on the universe. You know, and what is the final outcome for the collective? Since alright, so I'm gonna read it like this as it looks at the camera, both of these reverse. Oh, I got 3 cards. You got the Ten of Cups reverse. Right now I'm catching them right now that this is what's coming in for you. But it's not there yet. Your Ten of Cups, total fulfillment, satisfaction, new beginnings, especially in the cups and emotional endeavors. You know, you have new beginnings as you continue to cut off whatever it is. That's the Queen of Energy, Queen of Swords. You're cutting off whatever what no longer serve you, and you have new beginnings coming in, and you're carving your way towards your Ten of Cups, your Ten of Pentacles energy. You got the Four of Cups energy at the bottom. So that's what I'm catching, is that you're receiving balance as you continue to put forth the structure. You keep on working towards your goals, whatever your endeavors are. Cut out whatever does not serve you, and whatever is not in alignment with where you want to go. Take the proper steps. Go through the hard times, and you will receive. I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. You got the Two of Swords. I mean, not the bottom of the deck. Well, yeah, that's the bottom of the deck, so the top of the deck. You know, the 3 cards. There's Two of Swords, the Lovers, and the Sun. So whenever you're cutting out the things which are keeping you blind and stagnant, or keeping you stuck, you're heading into a union. The union could be just with yourself, could be with another individual, or whatnot. And y'all, or your business endeavor, or whatever it may be, it's gonna be so bright, and it's gonna bring you such fulfillment and such joy. I mean, I'm looking at this. It's beautiful energy. I mean, look at the bottom of the deck was the Four of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Chariot. So you're moving towards. That's what you're doing, is moving towards, and it starts first within. The way that we think, because the way that we think, that's the vibration that we're gonna continue to attract. And it starts off small. Starts finding ways that you could be grateful for little things, and the universe is gonna reward you for the little things. The Fool energy, the new beginnings, your Ace of Swords. It's gonna reward you for that. It's going to reward you for that. That's your Ten of Cups. So I would advise you just to continue on that path. Continue beating on that path, because you see where you're heading. You know where your goals are. You know what you're aligning to. And whatever you are aligned to, when you visualize it, that's what you start to call towards you. And it's these small steps. But that's what you have before you, is jumping forth. The Fool is that creative energy. The 0 into the 2 of Cups. And you get that Ten of Pentacles. Which is a brand new beginning as you're creating, as you will. So I just encourage you to keep on your path, to keep on calling in the lifestyle that you desire. Some of it start off with like manifestation or journaling and things of that nature. Really sit down and make a list of what it is that you really want. If it's on a business endeavor, if it's a partner relationship or whatnot, because you're giving yourself a visual representation. And as you're able to see it, you're able to project it forth into the universe that much stronger, that much quicker, whatnot, because you're seeing it with your visual eyes, plus you're the one who's sitting there creating it. And as you continue to create it, you project it forth through your third eye, your pineal gland, and as all is one, and you're energetically aligning to it, you're calling it in much quicker. So I just encourage you to continue to keep on doing your energy work, continue to visualize, continue to manifest, for these things are coming in for you. Peace.